Good morning, sashimi slaughtering specialists. No music today. We have a lot to go over, starting with a brand new major order. So let's dive right into things, and I'll read the words. The words from the brass and what we need to do next to save our world. The initial salvos of the Illuminate invasion of Super-Earth have been launched, and the Helldivers have dug in to defend our home, its megacities, and its high-class citizens. Waves of Illuminate attackers have been ruthlessly slain in a valiant, well-coordinated defense. The significant blow to the enemy's surface and airborne detachments has caused a 10% hit to the Illuminate's overall fleet strength, in addition to their losses from attrition. Settle down, that is great news, but I've got a lot to cover today. In this dark hour, innumerable tales of heroic patriotism have arisen. SEAF soldiers, fighting side by side with Helldivers, report decisive leadership, impeccable marksmanship, and unhesitating acts of self-sacrifice. Citizens across the galaxy are doing their part, listening to updates of the fighting as they work late to sustain the warfighting effort. What radio station are they tuning into, I wonder? But despite the heroism of the Helldivers, no longer do all 7 of our great megacities stand. The battle for Super-Earth is far from over. Eagleopolis, a venerable stronghold of managed democracy since time immemorial, lies in ruins. Its tattered shopping centers stand in warning as to the fate that awaits the rest of Super-Earth should our mission fail. The initial wave of assault is over. The battle for Super-Earth now enters its critical next phase. Illuminate fleet strength currently stands at 49%. 6 megacities remain standing. The Helldivers must dig in alongside their SEAF allies and continue the fight day and night to defend the heart of our Federation. The surviving megacities must be defended at all costs. The Helldivers must deploy to the megacities as Illuminate pressure shifts among them to prevent them from falling. Once they fall, they cannot be reclaimed. Following an exhaustive military choice-making process, the Helldivers are ordered to execute a sustained campaign of successful operations on Super-Earth. Completing the targeted number will result in an additional impact to Illuminate fleet strength. This course of action is the brilliant result of thorough analysis from our top strategic minds. Sure, okay, let's go with that. The fight ahead is long. Our resolve will be tested. To unleash the flames of justice and triumph over tyranny, we must battle through the inferno before us. Endure, prevail, and avenge Eagleopolis. This next major order will last another 4 days, concluding 6 a.m., Tuesday, May 27th, Super-Earth Eastern Standard Democratic Time, and has a fairly simple and straightforward singular victory condition. Complete 20 million missions against the Illuminate. It can be literally anything happening on our fair planet. So long as you succeed in the mission and get on the Pelican, it counts. So basically continue what you are already doing to begin with. As long as we complete our quota, we stand to see a further reduction in Illuminate fleet strength. Now, let's take a look at our enemy's reserves. The Great Host sits at 48%, just as the Ministry of Truth memo says, with a depletion rate of 119,000 and some change per hour. If we maintain our current rate of maritime genocide, the Great Host will get shown the door in a little over a week's time. The previous major order success shaved 2 days off our timetable. But let's take a look at the home team, who are amazing and pretty and or handsome depending on your gender orientation, and awesome at every waking moment. Though some of you dream awesomely too, you wonderful little multitaskers. At the moment, Equality on CE is doing okay with some good, solid green numbers. This is primarily where the Pacific Night crew of the Liberation Fleet's family is based, so it does make sense that it is well defended during the morning and late night hours. No further reinforcement required here. Remembrance, however, is seeing a somewhat vicious counterattack and is losing some ground, but not to a problematic degree. We've got about 2 days to address the situation here if the Illuminate keep to their current rate of advance. However, there is a big problem in Super Germany. Administrative Center 02 got hit like a stained glass window versus a thrown and is making his displeasure with us known. Get used to it, you massive nerd. Life is pain. Anyone who says otherwise is selling something. I honestly feel bad for them because they're going to run headlong into the 104th, who has been chomping at the bit for a chance to get these Squid's jugulars, and the Grand Germanic Kingdom, whose egregious war crimes and crimes against humanity are very well known.
Brute ships, staggered line. Shipmaster, they outnumber us 3-1.
Then it is an even fight.
All cruisers fire at will. Burn their mongrel hides.
While the two factions might have had their differences in the past, one being a fanatical group of neo-pagan theocrat berserkers gifted in melee violence, and the other being a nightmarish band of cyber-organic dad guys led by a Care Bear possessing a disquieting interest in early German history, I think something they can agree on is that killing squids is their business, and business is good. There's definitely more than enough to go around, guys. Enjoy. That's been Liberty's Latest with me, Pondera the Radio Angel. We've been giving our marching orders and homework for the weekend, and I plan on seeing it fulfilled. I am scheduled to attend my father's funeral in Prosperity City during the first week of June, and I do hope to have these undead technocrat schmucks gone from our fair planet by then so I can focus on what must be done. I imagine that once this invasion is concluded, there will be much death to be mourned. But today, let's make the Illuminate mourn a little harder and a little more. For liberty, for freedom, for democracy, and for Super Earth.